Yeah, good.
Cool. Welcome everyone to this week's reps call. Today is the first call of March, which means spring for the North Hemisphere. And that's good news for people that don't like cold. I hope it's a good weather where you are. I hope you stay safe with all the mess with the viruses. I'm gonna say hello to who I see right now on the Zoom room. We have Jillian, who always helps us with AV support. David, Fernando, Francesca, Harsil, Jason, Sarbas, Michael Kohler, Punit, Robbie, Samifung, Tim Max, and there is also Angel, who is watching, I guess, from Air Mozilla. Welcome everyone to this week's Reps Call. I'm happy that you are all here. I don't see any shoutouts on the shoutout section, so please do add in case somebody, I'm pretty sure that somebody did really good work, but I'm not aware about it. So do give shout out to somebody in your community that you are working with, and thank them for all the amazing contributions around Mozilla. We are having we have two shout outs already. Somebody is thanking Tim for his amazing work on modernizing the application form. Yes, that is true. Tim is working relentlessly with the onboarding team on making onboarding better. And they are having some changes coming your way. First of them is that the onboarding form on Bugzilla has been updated. So I know that you are all reps here, so you probably doesn't have an effect on you, but it does have a huge effect on the program and to help getting better people way easier. And I think that's one from Tim to Michael. To Michael for his great work on the new form. I think Michael was the one who did all the coding on Bugzilla. So thank you, Michael and team, for the amazing work. And welcome to I see another one joining. With that, I'm going to pass on topic one that is very weak related. Okay, somebody says, quick correction. The form is not live yet, but will be soon. We will announce it. Thank you, Michael, for the correction. And so I guess it will take some time to push it in production. Michael has done all the necessary stuff, but the form is not there yet. All right, I am gonna jump again on the first topic, and the first topic are the OKRs for the REPS program. Around 2-3 weeks ago, you saw a very long blog post posted from me and Francesca talking about what are the priorities for the REPS program for 2020. This is related to the work we have been doing in all hands. And the two priorities that the reps and the council that identified during the all hands were activities and campaigns, and how we are helping our communities participating on those, and also information coming from Mozilla to reps and crossing, giving it to your communities. People have said that they really want to hear more information. It's really hard for them, even though if they have information ND8, to pass it to their communities because it's ND8. So the council has committed on fixing the problem, not of NDA, but how we're passing the information that is related for communities work and contribution across Mozilla more effectively, so communities don't feel cut out. I have posted there a link with the OKRs and who is working on what. So go and check that out. And if you have any questions, please do leave your questions or comments on the comment sections below. It's always good to ask your questions. None of the questions can be stupid. I can guarantee that I will reply to all of them about why we chose them and how that related to your everyday work. With that, I am gonna give the floor to something more exciting, because Michael would like to talk about other topics to be tackled across the organization. And this is connected with the OKRs and the fact that we chose only 2 objectives to focus for this half of the year because we really want to make it right. And Michael will talk about other stuff across the REPS program that he would like your help.
Yeah, so only having 2 topics in the OKRs does not mean that we don't have anything else that we should tackle. In the past, there have been several topics raised over and over, but there are still a lot of things open. Like, to name a few topics, that would be, for example, mentoring, that is the whole reps infrastructure. Tim is working on onboarding, but there definitely are some more things to do there as well. There's community growth, and most probably a lot of other topics that have not been surfaced in the document that this work is based on. Now, that means that everyone, that means all the reps, even Mozillians that are not reps yet, can tackle their own topics. If you're interested, that is. For that, we have posted a short framework on how somebody could lead such a topic. I'm going to go into that in a bit. First, I want to say that everyone, I'm going to repeat that, everyone can tackle such a topic and lead the discussions around the problem. If there are multiple persons interested in helping out, it would be great if that could be coordinated so we don't suddenly end up with 2 different discourse topics on the same issue. Also, it's very important that all that work will be in the open. That means status summaries on discourse, working documents being public to everyone to read, etc. It's also important that we don't just dive head in first, change a few things without actually knowing if that solution is gonna fix the initial problem. That brings me to the framework, because that's the first thing that the framework actually tackles. Namely, coming up with a problem statement and setting a goal. No matter what topic it is, the problem statement needs to be defined first. We need to know what exactly the problems are, and then we can go into finding possible solutions for it. In the discourse post that I did this afternoon, there is a link to learn more about good problem statements. So if you're interested in driving one of these topics, I definitely encourage you to read that one. Once there is an agreed upon problem statement, probably shouldn't be too many problems at once. We can move the whole thing into the phase of actually trying to find solutions for problems. That can be done in a different variety of ways. I do not want to give any specific requirements of how you tackle that. What I tell you though is that experimentation is probably involved in all of these. So if you think that there is a solution, let's try to come up with a hypothesis that actually can be tested, and then we see if that solution actually fixes the initial problem. As I already said, periodic status updates will be crucial to make sure that it's not just a small group working on something and nobody else knows what's going on. I heavily recommend Discourse for any kind of discussion. However, it might be useful to have a meeting. We also did that way in the past with Reps Next, that we had some meetings to better coordinate. However, not everyone will be able to make that meeting, just due to time zones mostly. So If you decide to have a meeting, please make meeting notes and link them from the discourse topics so everyone can actually see what is going on. Now, that framework has a few suggestions. I would say let's try to keep following these as much as possible. But in the end, most of the coordination will be in all your hands. Whoever leads some topic can mostly decide how they're going to tackle the specifics. If you're not sure if a certain problem that you've noticed is worth tackling, that is no problem. Feel free to write a discourse post and you will see if people actually feel the same or not. Now, something that just came to my mind. Some people don't feel comfortable sharing publicly on discourse. If that's the case for you and you feel comfortable reaching out to me in private, I would be happy to help out and write the discourse post for you so you can remain anonymous. Now, a lot of talking. Is that clear? Are there any questions? It's probably also good to reread the blog post that I did.
Yeah, it's a long read, Michael. Any questions in the room? Like any kind of questions, you can also add the question in the Etherpad and I will be your voice if you prefer that. I don't see anything coming in, Michael. I believe that was a lot of information to give to people to start asking questions from now, but we can also revisit the topic next week once we give time for people to read this, if you would like. This is a small TLDR from what Michael has said. If you want to tackle something, the council doesn't stop you. There is a framework on how to tackle that thing. If you want to stay anonymized, Michael, because he's Swiss and neutral, will keep you anonymized. So don't be afraid to write to Michael in case you don't want to post directly on Discourse. If you have anyone from the rest of the community that would like to suggest something for reps, they can do so. They don't need to be reps. You don't need to be their bottleneck. So they can use the same framework, post on Discourse, and help Michael and the rest of the peers, because it's not just Michael, there is also Joanna, Kita, and Henrik, understand the problems of the program and help you tackle them. All right, I don't see any more topics, so I'm just going to verbalize the non-verbal updates. The first one is my favorite one. Have you created a community portal account yet? Have you? I know I'm becoming very annoying and I know you've heard it before, but maybe somebody didn't. If you haven't, there is an amazing spreadsheet. Francesca, who is done that every week, is adding people on the community portal. If for any reason you cannot find your name, do ping Francesca. Francesca will make sure that you are there. I have also started a team to ask people that they are creating Reps portal accounts to also create community portal accounts. I will reach out to you to make it a little bit more official, since the Reps portal is going to go away at the end of Q2. And we're going to do everything that we're doing on the Reps portal inside the community portal in order to be connected with the rest of community and not just in another portal from where they are. All right, there is also another thing that I'm very excited about. The community portal has now new activities. You used to know them as Activate. Now they are updated activities that you can find out how to contribute with your community or individually. For now, we have started, I think, with 6 activities or 5. I cannot count right now. There are going to be more activities coming in soon to cover more contribution areas. Those are not the only contribution areas across the org. but this is the ones that we have started with. So if anyone from your community is asking you, what can I do for Mozilla? This is a very good resource on what are the activities they can do. It gives them quick guidelines on how they can start contributing on those contribution areas or having events with their community on those contribution areas. So check them out. If you find any bugs, do report them. I appreciate when people are reporting bugs, and let us know what you're thinking. Also, campaigns will come soon on the community portal as well. And there's soon going to be new campaigns. I'm just waiting for some emailing integration in order to be able to launch some updates on the campaigns. So keep your eyes open. We're going to have soon new campaigns. With that, and with 10 minutes left, I'm going to open the floor and ask if there are any questions or if anyone wants to add anything. And say also hello to Lydia, that I think she just joined. No, Lydia was here. Felipe just joined. Any questions? All right, I am gonna then close the call 9 minutes earlier. I hope you all stay safe, you all stay healthy. Take care, everyone, and see you all in a week. Bye bye.
Bye.